Everybody, we are back in Resident Evil 3 here. I apologize for my internet.
Again, nothing.
Alright, let us get on train. And meet the... Yeah, a little bit. You can see the broken tiles and stuff.
Could use our help.
Coolest Russian guy ever, and he totally looks like an old Kiefer Sutherland.
You didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue
He looks like Kiefer
Service.
Sutherland.
Her name
A lot.
is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Not being able to see well with Bud guy,
Nice
he looks
to
like
meet you, Jill.
Oh, you're only saying that because he plays Captain Russian in the Thunderbolts too.
Rescue civilians.
That's maybe.
How's that going for you?
Harbor. What's his first name?
Isolated.
David Harbor.
Most of the 100,000 civilians.
He's not as bulky as him though.
Correction, undead.
Here's $1 million idea.
My platoon has suffered serious
I'm
loss.
streaming. Why are you giving it to Microsoft when I'm streaming on Sony? All 17 of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors.
Don't tell them.
But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
Men cannot do it alone. Also, the blue alien in the background with the really long legs looks like Fuzzy Wuzzy from Poppy's Playtime.
I'm in. But I am up there.
There's a big blue alien. See in the background? It's also because it's in the 90s. It could be a reference to Napster because he has headphones on.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Duh, Carlos. Hands her a radio. Here, we can use this to stay in contact. She's like, I do know what a radio is.
Head up to street level.
Alright, so, freebie right here.
Alright.
You get a ammo crafting guide memo. This is one of the files you have to find. There are 2 in the lab I missed on my first playthrough that are pretty hard to find, actually. One of them I just completely bypassed because it was right before a boss fight. So 2 gunpowders give you handgun ammo. A gunpowder and a high-grade gunpowder give you shotgun shells. 2 high grades give you magnum rounds. Technically, you're supposed to have a reloading tool, but they took it out, and it's a special item in this game. In the original game, you had a reloading tool, though. Alright, so. Come over to the newsstand. There is a newspaper, which is a tabloid, which I find funny. Which means if we were in the Men in Black universe, these are the green sheets. So, Cannibal Murders, a complete digest. It's fun. Yeah, they're trying to be funny. They're trying to be punny, which is the highest form of comedy. In the gray of the morning on September 25th, the frantic caller telephone. Maybe. Yeah. Haha. The frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as disheveled like a vagrant was attacking a passerby north of Lamb's Museum of Art. The responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covered her body, and she had been dismembered, suggesting that she had been eaten. The 3rd known incident of its kind to occur in Raccoon City this month, which basically means that the T-virus has managed to make it down to the city all the way from the Arklay Mountains. So, who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? We here at News Comet have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patients in Spencer Memorial have been patients Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment to since August might be settling for more than just cafeteria food. Our reporters have infiltrated Spencer Memorial and asked the tough questions and come back with horror stories that'll make your stomach roll. Turn the page for the scoop, and it doesn't let you turn the page. Because you should have a vague idea of what's going on. Alright. So we're gonna haul butt up here.
Joe? It's me.
Hi, Carlos.
You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that.
Okay.
Let's do this fast.
Alright. So, green herb.
Shut up,
Green
dog.
herb. Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Break the box. Red herb. Now then, what... Now, yeah. Now, basically, what you want to do here, you'll get 2 challenges completed by doing this. You want to mix those 2, and you will get, you'll get the ammunition achievement, and then this will give you the herbalist challenge. I think that's what they're called. Oh, basic chemistry is what the making the ammo is called. Alright. Now then, come over here, investigate this, exit out, that way it will mark it on your map for you. There's not really much else. There is a file here, the herb field manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get a scratch. You want somebody to kiss your boo-boo? Go someplace else. Here in the big leagues, we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. High potency mixture, 2 green herbs. Maximum potency, green herb and red herb, or 3 green herbs. First aid spray. You can't make these yourself. Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done, and then go grab a beer. Now, like I said, I do have these because I bought them before. But whenever you play yours, I advise you buy the 2 extra hip pouches for later. Now then, we're going to... I'm going to store this. Get my Samurai Edge. Only because it does a little more damage, and it has better accuracy. I'm also going to carry my extra coins since I got my extra slots. Shouldn't need that. Alright, here we go. I guess I should mark the
It almost looks like I
train
can get
puzzle.
this working if I plug in the right whatever it is.
Yeah, there's nothing to grab back here. I thought there were some boxes back here. I'm gonna duck underneath this. Close.
Survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
Alright. You wanna now once you're not gonna be able to do that on your first playthrough, but once you have the 2 assault coins on normal, you'll be able to drop a zombie down in one shot. Alright. Now then, let's see here. Once we get the herb manual. Oh, you want to try to do one of the dodges when a zombie lunges at you. It does give you the Master of Sidestepping achievement. More pistol bullets. Okay, you walk this way, and then there's another jerk right here. Move so erratically. And if you accidentally shoot them in the neck, do not expect to get any headshots. Because that will break their neck, and every time they walk, their head will just flop side to side like a bobblehead. His head exploded. Nothing up here. She's dead. Alright. Now, out here, what you want to do, real quick, you want to explore this door. You can't unlock it. You're basically just marking things to come back to. There's a supermarket. I'm gonna grab this.
Carlos, I've reached the main
From over
alley.
here.
Which way do I go?
Carlos is gonna tell Jill, yeah.
Substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
He's flirting. He told Jill to go to the radio tower, and she's like, well, how do I get there? He goes, you see the alley to your right? And she's like, you mean the one on fire? He goes, oh, I'm sure a tall drink of water like yourself can put a little fire out. Alright, we're gonna grab our Stars pistol. The zombies once again are gonna be smart and climb the fence and or push it over. Now, this red barrel, if you can help it, you want to save it for when Nemesis is chasing you. Now, your starter pistol, you're going to have to wait a little while to actually be able to shoot them like that. Well, I stabbed him in a very wrong place to stab a man. He deserved it. Alright, always reload. Now, if you can pick these zombies off from a distance, do it. There is a generator down there that you can use to... Oh! At that much of a distance, I guess it didn't hurt him that bad. That's funny. Okay, he's down. There's also an achievement for shooting the zombies' hats off. So if you can shoot their hats off, go for it. She's dead. Dead. Oh, you're not dead. How'd you have the energy to get back up like that? Okay. And then we've got some herbage right here. Okay. Now then, for your first tricky Mr. Saturn that you're gonna be, Uncle Toy that you're gonna be shooting, he's right over here to the right of the microwave in that corner. There's gonna be a bobblehead over there. Alright. You want to run back here, examine that, hop in here, grab an herb, go ahead and grab this box. It's going to teach you how to examine things. You want to examine. It's going to give you a red jewel. That does go back in the subway. Just stick it in here for now. Stick that in here for now. Combine those. Combine those. Store that. Now what I like to do is go to your item box, and if you click your touchpad, it will sort everything. All the weapons will go to the top, and then it'll be like gunpowder, healing items, and then items that you can use in the environment. You stood up fast. Off with his hat! Oh, you douche. Did not hear him. No, this isn't Resident Evil Outbreak. She must have broke his neck when she shoved him off. There we go. Always use your knife to make sure they're dead. There's some pistol bullets in this back alley. I hear another zombie moving. Dead. He was not dead, but when he got stabbed in the butt, he died. Alright. Police zombie. This should have killed him. The police zombies, you have to be careful. You do not want to do body shots on, because they will sometimes be wearing body armor.
dog.
Now then, what we want to do is come in here. Why didn't she dodge? The dodge mechanic is finicky sometimes. Sometimes she'll dodge. So I guess there's not enough room to really dodge because the hallway. I don't know. Alright, we've got 3 item slots. Now, you do need to grab this. You want to come in here?
This must be the subway company's offices.
There is a bobblehead down here under the donuts. You can reach it with your knife. There's a file here that teaches you about the railway stations. There's a lockbox to investigate. And that's about it. Alright. So, now what we want to do is we'll check in here. There's a file on this corner. Violence getting worse and worse these past few days. Got a shotgun for when it hits the breaking point. Locking it up in our gun rack. That should keep it safe from any would-be looters while I go out and try to find some more shells. If things go south, cut the chain, bust out that sucker. I pray we all make it out of here alive. Now then, what you want to do is, this one's locked, you got to investigate it, but we get some more gunpowder and you get a hand grenade. Now, hand grenades do not work like they did in Resident Evil 2. Hand grenades are not sub-weapons that can save you if you get bit. You literally have to equip it and you can throw it.